Hi there and welcome to another episode of Crofts Cooking with Coles. On today's episode we're going to be doing pork burnt ends. So today I've got a pork belly which I'm going to chop up first before cooking. So I'm going to chop it up into the square shape and then I'll put a rub marinade on it and then we'll put it on the barbecue to cook indirectly for 2.5 hours. At that point we'll then transfer them into a tinfoil tray and add a wet marinade or a sauce to it as well. Okay, so I'll just start off by chopping up the pork belly first of all. So I'm going to slice against the grain just like so. Okay, so yeah, then we'll cut it into the squares. So we're just cutting it about the same width as it was the other way. And there we are. So yeah, the pork belly, it's got a lovely marbled fat texture in there, and that's just going to add to the flavor of this lovely pork burnt ends. So it's got a nice 50-50 meat to fat ratio, and that's kind of what we're looking for here. So just while I'm doing this, I'll just say, so the coals have started going on in the background there. I'm using the briquettes today because we're not needing it to be too hot today. We're going for reasonably slow cook today, so it'll be about 2 to 3 hours cooking time with just the rub, and then it'll be another hour and a half after we've added the sauce on there as well. In the rub here, I've got 1 tablespoon of each of the following. A tablespoon of mustard powder, onion powder, paprika, celery salt, and mild curry powder. Then I've got a teaspoon of pepper and a teaspoon of garlic powder. So I'll mix that all up together, and then I'm just going to coat all of the pork there in that rub. And these can just sit directly on the grill, or you could put them on another tray, another grill on top of your grill. But yeah, I'm just going to put them straight onto the grill and the barbecue. Okay. So once you're happy that you've coated all of the bits in the marinade, in the rub, and then we'll just go check on the barbecue and put them in the barbecue. Okay, so get those coals glowing, let's get going. On there for 2 hours or so. We're aiming for around 200 degrees Celsius for about 2 hours. Okay, so I've got the pork sitting in the barbecue now, so I'm just letting that cook for 2 hours just with the dry rub. Now I'm just going to make the wet sauce, so it's about a cup of each of these. So a cup of ketchup, a cup of barbecue sauce, a bit of honey, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, a tablespoon there, half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and I'll probably put a splash of bourbon in there as well, just to add a bit more flavor. And yeah, just mix that all up together. And then after 2 hours of cooking there in the barbecue, it's just a case of adding the wet sauce in with the pork bits in the tinfoil tray, sealing it up and cooking it for another hour and a half. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're about an hour into the cook, and yeah, it's a little bit hot in there, but it's alright, I'll just dampen it down a little bit more. And let's just have a look. Okay, yeah, they're looking pretty good. So I'll give them a little bit longer and a quick turn, and then I'll pop them into the grill, into the tin foil with the sauce. Put a bit of brown sugar on here and a little bit of butter, and then the barbecue sauce. Okay, so yeah, we're getting through the cook now, so it's probably still got another 45 minutes of cooking there, but I just thought I'd mix it up a bit and just keep an eye on it. Looking good. Okay, and then I'm just going to cover it for the last 45 minutes.